Hi, Michelle and Sean, all right, and Ron and Patricia. Hello, my name is Troy. Good to have you folks. A couple quick things. You got your seat belts and life jackets. They showed you the safety video, right? Excellent. Safety briefing cards are in the pockets down here and behind me. Seat back pocket has those. If you didn't like your breakfast, put it in one of the Aloha bags. I don't think you'll need those. I'll just tell you where they are. That way I can tell you for paying attention to. There's no pads and pens in the pocket. After we take off, if you have questions for me, I ask you to write them down. Might take me a minute to get to you. I'm doing a lot of radio stuff, but if it looks like I'm talking to myself, just bear with me. I'm on the radio and enjoy the music. I picked out the soundtrack. Pictures are more than welcome the whole time. Feel free to adjust the vents. The vents are in front of you, above you, and in the row there in the back. So I'm going to get on the radio now. 5 minutes into the flight or so, I'll be back with you and I can point stuff out. But do you have any questions for me before we go? All set? Okay. Enjoy the ride. We'll be off the ground shortly.
To Monday, something's not the same. Black hair, crossed eyes, sweep the floor. Feel your presence in your absence, shut the door.
All right, how's everybody doing so far? Welcome to the office. Coming outside the West Maui Mountains here. The West Maui Sea Cliffs are the tallest on Maui. 3 miles of coastline here, and we're going to head over as quick as we can to the next island of Molokai to try to find the waterfalls. Both West Maui and Molokai are technically an extinct volcano. Last eruption here was over 2 million years ago, and you can kind of see the layers in the side of the cliff, the layers of volcanic eruptions. Highest point down here is 633 feet. Kahakaloa. Just one road on this side. Highway 340 is down here, the Kahikili Highway. That's named after a king of Maui in the 1700s. Everything else is protected. The West Maui Forest Reserve. Everybody talks about that red dirt. The red comes from the iron. High levels of iron in the lava back when this was a volcano. It's literally rust. The old pineapple fields, there was acres of them. They stopped using them about 10 years ago. It's too expensive to compete with other countries now. The export costs from Hawaii are too high. They only grow enough pineapples now on Maui for sale on Maui. If you want one grown here, you got to buy it while you're here. They will let you take them home though. Anyway, 10 miles across the channel, coming offshore right now. We're going 120 knots. That's about 135 miles an hour. We'll be there in less than 5 minutes.
Against me, and gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, I'll never know what makes this man with all the love that his heart can stand. Dream of ways to throw it all away.
Keep your eyes peeled for whales over the water. I'll try to get us a closer look if they pop up close to the helicopter. Pretty smooth water, smooth sailing, and a nice smooth ride for us up here today too. Morning's the best time for this, but still a lot of times it's windy by now.
Wants to bring me down. Twice as much, ain't twice as good, and can't sustain.
Normally we see container boats going through this channel, and sometimes small private sailboats, but I don't normally see boats like this. I'm not quite sure what it is. I think it's military, but he's only moved about 3 miles in the last 3 hours, so he's not trying to get anywhere at the moment.
Twice as much, ain't twice as good, and can't sustain.
That's probably something to do with him.
One half good.
Maybe fishing net? I don't know.
It's wanting more. It's gonna send me to my knees. Whoa, whoa. Gravity, stay the hell away from me. Whoa, whoa. Gravity has taken better men than me. How can that be? Just keep me where the light is. Just keep me where the light is. Just keep me where the light is.
They say Molokai was the first settlement of Polynesians back around 1,500 years ago. People that became native Hawaiians and went to the other islands from here. But this technically has the oldest history. Welcome to Molokai. We're going to make a pass around Turtle Rock over here and head around the east side of the island. here at Turtle Rock this morning. Did pass opposite direction on our way back. Around tip of the Cape here, you'll see Halava Valley around the left side. The valleys are formed very slowly, and Molokai, being older than West Maui, has taken about 3 million years for the valley to form. Hear the word erosion, we usually think of that rain carving away things very slowly. But another type of erosion out here is from earthquakes. These cliffs formed by an earthquake. They say it was 1.5 million years ago. One big earthquake broke off about 30% of what was the island of Molokai. It left behind the tallest sea cliffs in the world. These cliffs average 2,000 feet down. And they're almost vertical. There's no room for roads and trails out here. Miles long, the famous North Shore cliffs of Molokai. Now we're looking around at the biggest waterfall on the island. We'll get a closer look at it. Papala'ua Falls, 1,700 feet above sea level. was Papalaua. Go west a little more before we turn around. These are the Kahiva Cliffs. Well, to the left side is Wailau Valley, technically a state park. It's pretty much off of the grid. A few people live out here, but they grow all their own food. There's no roads, no power. You'll see a couple houses if you look close. Kalapapa here, the peninsula where the leper colony was in the 1800s. Thousands of people were kept in exile out here. Today there are down to 9 people have leprosy. They still live here. They're here by choice now. They have proper medical care and doctors, but they choose to stay because that's where they've always been. We're going to turn around before we get there, down in front of Pelicanoe Valley, head back to the east. Let's take a peek inside, actually. Mountains are like big aquifers. Even though it's not raining right now, they hold on to water. There's still water in the stream below us, and sometimes there's water seeping right out of the side of the mountain. There's usually one right down here. You've seen lava rock up close. It has those little holes in it. It's like a sponge. Holds on to water for quite a long time. That's what keeps this rainforest green all year long as well. Almost back at Wailau Valley. They say this was the crater 3 million years ago. It's been eroding ever since. But after this side of the island broke off, every bit of rain that falls back there comes out the valley and makes it bigger. Full of rocks and boulders. It won't be sand anytime soon. It needs longer to erode. Even though the island's 3 million years old, this coastline is half that old. 1.5 million years when it all broke. We'll go back around the east side of the island, stay over the water, and cross back home. Remember to look out for whales. Boat out here today taking advantage of the calm water along the north shore, probably just sightseeing, possibly fishing though. Sometimes there's cattle right along the pasture land of the cliff. This won't be this way for long. They're not going to be able to manage to keep this property by the cliff like that. It's worth too much to be pasture forever. Have a whale right down here. I lost him. You still see it down there? Yeah, there's one. All by himself. A lot of times this time of year they're with their partner and a baby, but that one was solo. This channel averages a few hundred feet deep, but the maximum depth in this channel is only 1,000 feet, which I find pretty interesting. The Pacific Ocean gets to 30,000 feet in some places, but there's like an underwater plateau around these islands because they're so closely connected. These are some of the closest islands in the state of Hawaii. Another one. Oh, where'd it go? That's where he was, but looks like he dove down already. They always change the surface of the water. It makes it look all smooth. They used to think it was oil they were leaving behind, but it's just a wake in the water. Even though there's no whitecaps out here yet, you can see where the wind is coming from. It's kind of out of the left side. That's from the northeast. And that's a very consistent wind. So consistent that the trade ships used to rely on it to get all the way across the Pacific. And that's why they still call it the trade wind. Saw it. home along the North Shore. See a bunch of cars parked on the side of the road up there. That's the turnout for the hike down to Nakalele Point, where the blowhole is. Although today with the smooth water, I bet you there's not much activity at the blowhole. You need a lot of wind swell to make that go off. All kinds of lava tubes. They say there's thousands of lava tubes. Most of them we don't know about. A tube of lava is formed when a flow of lava cools on the outside first, hardens on the outside. The inside keeps going and leaves the tube behind.
Find my way home, unlaid and empty, and turn to stone. A sole intention, slow to fly. Condition grounded, determined to try. Can't keep my eyes from the sideways skies. Tongue tied and twisted, just a bird.
We're getting close. I gotta talk to Tower for the landing. We'll be back in a few minutes. The airport's just on shore. Thank you very much for letting me show you around. This is my favorite thing to do, and I don't get to do it by myself. So thanks, honestly, for coming along. Hope you all had a good time out there. I hope you enjoy the rest of your time on Maui. And thank you for flying with Air Maui.
Sometimes I think about life was so simple back then. We'd run around, no shoes, just some cane field blues. No thought to what was round the bend. Sheets filled with sand and secrets in the band. And sometimes I wonder if it's all a dream. Another green flash playing tricks on me, but I know deep inside I'm still alive. Let me take it back and you'll see. Remember getting lost and found your home inside a one-road town. Set your mind at ease with the tropical breeze and Uncle playing slacky. We used to spend all day at the beach, shore break fishing and sunburned cheeks. Take me back, take me back, take me back, take me back to you. You know that I try not to live in the past. But when my mind starts to run, then it sure runs fast. Clear skies on that green, green grass. In the valley of the kings, on that old rope swing. And if you climb up in the tallest tree and get a quick glimpse of what the day might be, then you'll know deep inside it's still alive. So whenever you're lost at sea, remember getting lost and found your whole world inside of one road town. Set your mind at ease with the tropical breeze and Uncle playing slacky. We used to spend all day at the beach, shore break fishing and sunburned cheeks. Take me back, take me back, take me back, take me back to you. Oh no, take me back, take me back, take me back, take me back to you. Getting lost and found your whole world inside a one-road town. Set your mind at ease to the tropical breeze and Uncle playing slacky. We used to spend all day at the beach, shore break fishing and sunburned cheeks. Take me back, take me back, take me back, take me back to you. Whoa, yeah. Take me back, take me back, take me back, take me back to you.
Welcome back, folks. Please do not open the doors. You can unbuckle and take the headsets off. Thanks again.